Hi, I'm Pastor Bill Tesh, the Director for Evangelical Mission of the South Dakota Synod. It's these rural communities that day after day, God is calling people to the gospel through the ministries of our congregations in the ELCA. These rural communities produce not only bumper crops of corn and beans, but also leaders for the future of our church. When we work together, it really is God's work, our hands.
One of the things that I have loved about rural ministry in my 27 years as a pastor is the deep rootedness to the congregation, to the area, to the soil, to a sense of families, and yet always that sense that churches don't exist just to look back, but to look forward, that it's always about the new year and the new seasons as they develop with the crops and with the animals and with the congregation. So I guess it's a continuity that is something that I think is beautiful and rich and very biblical.
Zion American Lutheran Church has been here since 1874. It was founded by German immigrants who moved here from Russia. And very powerful way, we've never lost that missionary center. There are members of this congregation that can still trace their family heritage back to those first settlers that braved coming out here in the Dakotas, not knowing what they would be getting into, the landscape that they'd be living in, the kind of environment that they would hope to raise families and build a legacy of faith and tradition.
Rural ministry is get in the car and drive. Rural ministry is ministry in blue jeans. It's going out to where the people are and having coffee. It's gathering in Bible studies and circle meetings. It's going to the basketball games at school, and it's gathering for worship, for baptisms, for marriages, and for funerals.
We have those who have been here for a generation. We also have lots of newcomers that have joined, that have moved back to the area, that have started families, that have taken jobs here that are otherwise disconnected from rural life. But we seek to be a people rooted in God's Word, in this community and in our world, seeking to always be missionaries to those who are around us.
I rely on the Synod. They help provide us with the resources that we need to continue carrying on ministry and the education to keep me on top of technology and theology in the modern world.
As growing up in this area, wherever we were farming in the fields or even milking the cows, I was able to always visualize or see the church.
We sit on a hill, a beautiful landscape, a big bell that we always insist rings when church rings out that it's time to get to church.
Our congregation covers around 6 communities.
We've gotten smaller because of modernization and larger farms, but we still have a spirit and we still reach out.
We have gatherings at homes after football games, and we've had up to 50 kids show up for a meal and we call them timeouts, short Bible study.
I think one of the strengths comes from the emphasis on Bible study. At any given point, Pastor Jonathan has 4 or 5 Bible studies going on.
I have had the experience of living with this community of caring people who have always responded to specific needs.
And our mission is to take scraps of nothing, pieces of fabric that are of no value, and turning it into something that provides warmth and shelter and comfort to the needy.
This congregation looks beyond itself.
Rural ministry is not looking inward, but always about that wonderful mission and ideal that we are here, but we are part of the whole effort to feed the world and to be a part of what's happening in God's world everywhere.
And so I'm out and about doing the work that I'm called to do at this time and in this place. And I love it.
I want you to know how much I appreciate our rural congregations and the lives of faith that have grown up right alongside the corn and the beans. I give thanks for the missionaries, the pastors, the church leaders that have come from those farms, who have been raised in the faith in those communities, who have been sent out into the world and sometimes back into South Dakota. I give thanks for the work that you do and for the mission and the faith that you share. Thanks.